Greetings and welcome back to the Out of This Realm competition.
Hello,
Potato
chips.
Hello.
We are starting our week 4 gathering. We have the assembled team members, and as you may remember from last week, they are getting ready to go to planet 312C. Has everybody been working on their ships this week?
Yep.
Yes.
Yay. While you were all working on your ships, somebody, Comster actually, discovered in a locker aboard the Ark a robot that was powered down. Being the curious person that Comster is, Comster powered the robot on. So I'd like everyone to be introduced to Orchid.
Hi, Orchid.
Hello, Orchid.
Hello, Orchid.
What did you do with Comster?
Orchid will be joining the Lasers team this week. Comster perhaps is sleeping in his bunk. We don't actually know where Comster is. So
Wait, they made a
Orchid
bed?
is going to be filling in on the green team, but not yet. First, we're going to go take a look at the ships, and then we'll go from there. All right, we have Team Lasers coming down the passageway to their ship.
So we've got our beautiful cargo bay door here. It's quite beautiful, I think.
And before we go too far, so Orchid's going to help us to inspect these ships, make sure that they're airtight for the travel through space. And Orchid and I are going to be looking at the overall ship design for style points. These are worth 7 points. And then we're specifically going to be looking at your engine design, which has to incorporate a brewing stand in some way, and that's worth about 3 points. And then you have to demonstrate that you have at least 4 blaze rods for fuel. That's worth 1 point. All right?
Okay.
So you may begin the tour.
Okay, so this is our cargo bay. We've kept the non-hostile mobs. We left the hostile mobs behind because we do not wish to bring them to the new planet. This is our cargo here, in chests, all organized. There's a ladder going up into sort of a utility area.
Wow, this is impressive, guys. We didn't get stuck on the ladder.
Goes up.
So we've got basically just a small garden with all of our seeds, just to preserve them, and a tree for preservation. We've got a cobblestone generator if we really need cobblestone. We still have our portal in case we need that. And then if we go up into the cockpit, we've made ourselves our own little nav computer, and we've got a Mr. Coffee in case you want a cup of coffee. We named our auto nav Little Nippy.
Nice.
So now if we go back into the engine room, we've got our engine, and the fuel is in the back here in this chest. There's 6 blaze rods in there.
All right, you've met the minimum requirements.
So this engine generates plasma, which is then shunted to the thrusters outside for thrust.
Is this supposed to be a blaze rod in the power core? I mean, brewing stand as a part of the engine? Oh, it's on top. Cool.
Yeah, so fuel gets loaded into the top and then gets it energizes the plasma inside with science.
With science.
Nice.
Scientifically.
All right, anything else?
And you can't see the thrusters from inside, but they're on the each side of the rear of the ship.
Yep. So, Orchid, if you want to fly around the outside, take a look at their overall ship design.
Hex Labs is having issues with ladders again.
No, Cloudwolf is pushing everyone off. Wherever we just bring him for comedic value. Keep doing my job.
If you need a parachute tester in the new world.
Exactly. That's me. Just drop me.
It's like Comster's here.
Yeah, he just woke up.
If you're
Okay.
questioning it, instead of drop survival.
You can let him know that he is safe to log in. It won't be a problem.
Okay, so the exit is back down through the cargo bay. you guys. You can leave now. Hex Labs.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't, while you guys are in your ships, don't put any of your stuff away, because if you do, it won't be copied over. Like,
Okay.
but don't
Okay.
take anything out of your chest either, please.
Oh,
Like, whatever you have on you.
His
I
connection
can talk.
is
I
not
was
there.
just
Okay.
Tab.
waiting to not interrupt anyone.
Hey.
Hello.
Connection.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
All right. Same deal. We're looking at the overall ship design. We're looking at the engine design, and then we're looking for at least 4 blaze rods.
You
So,
might need TP.
Let's start at the bottom here.
we designed our ship to basically be our mobile base.
So does this mean you
Pretty
don't
much
plan on
has-
landing on the planet and you're just going to take off and leave us alone forever?
No, we're gonna live off the planet from a base, from our ship.
So
everything.
living out of a suitcase kind of thing.
well, I
A very
mean,
big suitcase. Anyways, so this is the farm.
So we have some animal farms here, our horses are here.
And a chicken generator.
Some reed and cactus farms.
We have an automatic
also known
chicken.
as sugarcane if you're a normal person. You're on the
Over
same-
here is we transferred all our mobs from our moon base to our ship.
We realized
do
that it
plan-
takes all kinds of creatures to support an ecosystem, so we are bringing everything we can.
So you're the ones bringing hostile mobs to the new planet?
Yes,
Well,
we
we
realized
need
that they do provide essential materials.
Investigation, interrogation, genetic manipulation.
Anyway, so we're off to the nether portal. Here's
So
the other
here we
part
have
of the
our storage compartments. Very organized. In here we have our villager habitat where they can
You have to walk over.
survive and thrive.
base. Anyway, yes, the farm down there.
Here they can live in peace, protected from any outside forces, and they live a pretty nice life of luxury down here, just breeding mostly.
Just dirty. Breeding in dirty feet.
Exactly. I mean, they don't have a bathroom down there. I mean, it looks very unsanitary.
They don't use the
They're
bathroom.
fertilizing
Villages.
the crops. It's fine.
Oh, God.
Recycle, recycle, recycle.
Anyway, so we have.
This here is our science lab.
This is a very strange staircase. I don't get it.
And
It's
you
magic.
Walk over and go up.
It's
Oh,
not,
and
it's
here,
not
With
very,
science.
it's not very well
Here's a-
engineered.
here's an
We have
iron
a cobblestone generator, a smeltery, enchanting area, brewing area,
and an iron generator.
and this is a very important resource gatherer.
So if you walk through the banners here under the stairs, you can see our engine. It is powered by liquid blaze rods, as you can see in the brewing stands there.
Much more efficient than normal blaze rods.
Yes. However, we do still use regular blaze rods in our the hopper portion of our engine, which is underneath the stairs here. So you can check our count. I think we have 11 or 12.
And then this is the thrusters.
These are some of our friends. This is Bill, Joel, Mary, Sarah, Sally, George, Alexander, Alexander II, Alexander III, and Bob.
They're here to observe and regulate the engine room.
They don't.
You can see
how do
some more of
they
the engine
access?
from the glass.
How do they access the engines from their
They
prison?
have their controls behind the panel there.
I don't see
They
any.
just don't want to show you. It's secret.
They're
They
not
look.
for you
They
to
look
see.
like slaves to me.
They aren't slaves. They're just unpaid workers.
I happen to notice that you have a very lonely villager who has no friends, no opportunity to socialize.
And you keep them
Trapped
with the animals.
with the animals.
We rescued him. We're trying to reintegrate him into our society.
He's all,
With
But
the
you
animals.
didn't provide a society for him, which we did for all of our villagers.
he's not only recycling the villager waste, but the waste of all of his animals.
Okay.
Well,
what about
but
the
he's not
bridge,
farming. So what? It's eating it.
And
Wait,
then,
are
so
they-
if we
Are they insulting our build? What is this?
go up the stairs, we can get to our bridge.
Oh, oops.
I have no idea where they went, so
No,
oh, I guess up here.
Yeah, at the top. So here's our bridge control room.
With our safety seats.
And we have our orchids, which are kind of like Apple computers, but they're a different company. These are here.
So you're abandoning Q Magnet?
No, he's going to.
He's been reassigned to monitor the moon for us.
Mm-hmm.
This
Okay.
is named
Never know
after
what
one of
kind
the
of space
commenters in Ron's videos.
Oh, look at the clever way to get.
He's
comment
been
votes.
one of our supporters in the comments.
Who
I
is
believe
it?
his name is, I think it's supposed to be Michael, but it kind of looked like Mike AI,
Ah,
so we made him our AI.
That's pretty much our base.
very nice. All right, Orchid, have you seen enough of the two ships to make some judgment calls?
Yes.
All right, both teams have flown their ships down to the terraformed planet. The planet was terraformed based on your choices of dense flora, rich industrial minerals, and water. The ship's AI has been left on the planet. However, working with Orchid, we were able to adapt the Ponetian shield technology and has erected a perimeter around this portion of the planet. As a security precaution, it is currently only 80 blocks in diameter around this spawn area. Your challenge this week is going to be to gather mineral, water, and flora samples. And then once you've determined that this world is safe, you'll input the authorization code to expand the shield out quite a bit further. Now the code is going to be input via a series of punch cards. Okay? You cannot use your inventory from the ships, but you can harvest anything that you see around you. You can break blocks, mine, etc. Obviously, you won't be able to go out beyond the world border. All right, so each team is going to store their stuff in one of these chests, which I'll give you access to in a second. All right, so there is the code that needs to be entered to expand the world border, and here are your punch cards in your chests. The first team to match, to go around the world, collect whatever you need to match this code and bring it to me is the winner. One note, you will find various resources scarce, but you can break anything you want. But if you see a resource that is next to a green wool block, that means it's only for Team Lasers. If you see a resource that's next to a black wool block, it's only for Team Hexlab. So for example, just making this up, a sunflower, there's going to be a bunch that anyone can grab, and then there's going to be some that are next to wool blocks, so only one person can grab each of those. Go ahead and good luck.
Channel.
Let's switch
All right.
channels.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right, somebody's gonna have to figure out how.
So we need resources and we need dyes, right? So
Who
we need to
knows how
turn
to
these
make
banners
dyes?
into those banners.
Does anyone know how to make them?
We can
Yeah,
figure that out, but what we need are the dyes. So like green, light blue, yellow, red, white, brown, purple.
Well, I already know where there's a
magenta.
sunflower, so
Yeah. So
I'm going.
let's just start surviving first. Like we need food and tools.
So
So
we'll come back here and then what? Oh, sorry, box.
so let's just punch wood and start tooling up again.
Here's enough stone to make a. Greetings.
This is gonna take a while, I think.
So, yeah, I'm grabbing some iron now.
I'm gonna go and get things like mushrooms so we have a bunch of food, yo.
Yeah. Yep.
Because last time we won because they like had food shortages, so I'm gonna just start taking mushrooms.
Okay, I can try making that one. How do you get it to tell you how to craft it?
You pretty much just have to go through it bit by bit, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, there's crafting mode. Okay, it tells you the recipes.
Okay, so we're gonna.
We need a crap
Somebody-
load. We need a crap load of green dye. We need 6 for this.
Somebody needs to start helping Box, and then somebody needs to help me make these. And
So
then
I have 3 cactus.
I have 3 cactus also,
Okay, I don't want to use them all though.
because we're gonna need it for other stuff too. All right, well we're gonna have to.
If we leave them our things, aside from our tools, we can go and gather more resources. They can work out how to build.
Yeah.
Can someone grab? Does anyone have a bucket? Probably not. I'll make one. Need to make a cauldron too.
Yeah, so I think we should be good, relatively. Now we need to just go fast to...
First banner's done.
Okay.
Now, what did you say about? If it's convenient, you can switch to the other voice chat when ready to place.
I think.
I would just rather someone else do it because I don't want to be the one who
You don't
messes
get
it
in my
up
way.
and-
So is anyone doing the portal one?
No, I'm in between. What are you doing?
I'm gonna do the portal one then.
Yeah, I can't do the last one unless we have a 4 cactus for lime green dye. Yeah, you got that one?
Okay, that banner's done.
We
What about
can't do the last 2. We can...
Why not the last one?
Well, we need 4 green dye. A bunch of...
God, I need 3 cactus green and 6 lime green, so there's no way. Kavolta will figure that one out by himself without looking it up before we can get.
I think they might be waiting for black dye down there.
Yeah, well, they're gonna get that before we get cactus.
Yeah. No.
Well,
Slowly.
we've had one.
We've
We
had
had
2
one
pieces that have grown.
So we couldn't have one unless, yeah.
You say you didn't go
So
caving for
cactus,
cactus.
cactus was the issue.
Yeah.
After the code was input, the shield was expanded out to a diameter of 500 blocks. Now, as the winning team, you will have the option, it doesn't have to be now, it can be later in the week, of having one banner summoned in to represent the new planet and a banner summoned in to represent your team or your base. So it can be one that is not normally achievable in survival Minecraft, and you can send that to me later if you don't have it now. Also, the winning team is going to have the choice of either getting a cloning chamber, which will be a spawn point command block, or 2 beds, and the losing team will get the other one. So you guys decide if you would rather have a cloning chamber, or just 2 beds. All right, so the winning team, so both teams are going to now go and build your base on this world. This is much more like a normal survival Minecraft world, except for the obvious alien vegetation differences. The winning team is going to have about 2 minutes head start to go out and try to find your location. And then the losing team's going to have to go out in the opposite direction. And both teams will have to radio back the coordinates once you're settled. So you'll know where you guys are at, but we want 2 separate bases. And the other thing that I want you guys to do this week is to each team come up with a constitution for the new planet.
Yes.
Now, on top or roughly underneath your ship, on the tallest hill that was there naturally, you will find a small device that is a teleport pad, which will teleport any entity within 2 blocks up to the ship. So you can get yourself and things up to your ship at any time. I obviously, don't go mess around in the other team ship, but it's a one-way teleport. So you'll have to figure out a way to get your materials and gear down from your ships to the planet. So next week you'll be scored on your overall camp or base, and you'll be scored on your constitution, and that should be a writable book.